Hey everybody, get out of your car that you got into in the parking garage and drove all the way out here to Fairmont Crest Country Club. You parked your cars here. Now get out of it. We got the secret code for you. We're going to get you beyond the gates. We're going to unlock the gates for you and let you right on in. There's food. There's golf. There's gambling in places. There's an event center. A dining area.
A beautiful dining room.
Just the most goodness gracious. This place has it all. Even a place to get married and almost die.
Yes.
It does it. Here we go.
Here we go.
Launching out of the gates. Hey, everybody.
Code?
What is the code? Well, I'm going to tell you at the end of this thing. I'm not going to let you in. Yeah, no. The code this week, folks, and hopefully the security lets us through, is black and gold pistol. Black and gold pistol. Hashtag, everybody.
Put in the code, guys.
Put in the
Let's
code.
open those gates.
Let's open the gates. Black and gold pistol is the password, and here we go. Of course, these gates, they're elegant. They don't make a big clanking noise like that. They've been monitored. They've been maintained. They've been greased.
They have a slow, a soft close like those new cabinets
Exactly. Del J loves your hat.
I know. I got a Danny hat, y'all.
Chandra loves your fascinator. Matt, did you feel the earthquake?
I found this Danny hat. I was like, oh my gosh, it's perfect.
It is perfect. It's not just us invading the country club and ruining everybody's day. No. Hi, everybody. It's me, Matt. Did we do that? Hi, it's me, Matt.
Hey, it's Kat.
Chandra's here. Keita's here. Jeannie's here. Rochelle is here. Michelle is here. Rochelle and Michelle. They showed up at the same time, linking arms. They're good friends. Del J is with us. Sandra's with us. Hello. Hi. Nice hat, Kat.
Thank you.
It says Jeannie. Sandra says I should get a fascinator to wear. Oh my gosh. The chit chat and the chatter has been loud already for Beyond the Gates. Hey everybody, welcome to Beyond the Gates Unlocked. Brand new Beyond the Gates podcast, brand new soap opera, brand new opportunity to talk about just this historical moment in time. Freeze yourselves in history and remember where you were at the end of the second week of this show. Because last week in this time, we didn't have a specific Beyond the Gates podcast, no, but we had somebody who directed Beyond the Gates. Fido Xavier joined us, and in our soap conversation, he brought up Beyond the Gates and some of his experiences working on the show. And the number one thing to take away from this chat that we had last week, and if you didn't see it, there's the replay available, so go check it out when we're done here. Don't do that now. Keep watching this and then go do that.
Yeah.
But he's just so dang excited. Just so excited over what they've done and what they're going to do, and it's almost like he's a kid in a candy shop / also professor and mentor. Because he gets to live a soap fantasy, get a new show off the ground, and they are not sparing any expense. It seems like they're licensed music and interesting shots and drones and cranes and costumes, makeup, sets. Goodness gracious, this show really
So pretty, isn't it?
It's so pretty, and of course everything's new. They're not inheriting sets from Guiding Light and reusing that as Anna's living room or anything like that on General Hospital. Everything's brand new, so of course it's going to look new, it's going to look clean, it's going to look fresh because it's not 20 years old.
Right. You can't see no putty filler in any of this.
No, you can't. And it's really a testament to the show because even though it's brand new, it really feels like these characters have known each other for 30 years.
Yeah.
We really have been dropped into the midst of some deep drama.
Big deep drama.
And I try to think back to other debuts of podcasts of soap operas that I've seen. And of course they're all from the 60s.
Right.
And they just don't seem to have the same breadth and depth to them than Beyond the Gates does. Michelle Valjean, however you say the name, she clearly was I know exactly how to launch this thing in 2025.
I tell you, I think that she has had the gates resting in her brain for years.
Oh, she has been. This has been her baby passion project for many, 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 many years, and finally she was given the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
It's great. It's you can see the love, you can see the passion, you can see the detail. The chat had been just going off on the show before we started broadcasting, and somebody, I'm not going to scroll up and read who it was. Just tell me who it was. Huh? Uh, they were saying that the attention to detail on this show is uncanny. It's out of sight. Now it's really easy to maintain that attention to detail when you're only 2 weeks old. When you get into 25 and 30 years, paying attention to said detail gets a lot harder.
Yeah.
But as it stands right now, you know what I say, Ma? Every single time, a good showrunner has about 3 years of great content in them.
Yep.
And 3 years is a long time, especially in Soapland, because that's 3 years of nonstop show. That's not 3 seasons.
Oh my gosh. It's going to be so fantastic. I've been enjoying every day of it. And I cannot, you know, I would say there's got to be, okay, Anita and Vernon are just so perfect. They
Really?
got
Right?
to have
Oh, just
kinds of
the
stuff going on.
biggest skeletons in their closet.
I
Well,
think they have
with how readily Vernon was willing to lie to the public and spin it in a way that was just, oh, this, it just happened to be a da-da-da-da. Like, this is a
to me.
practiced man. This is somebody that has spun many a poor
Oh,
choice in his
have
life.
we have heard Vernon say now no less than 3 times, we're going to make this go away. And that's a phrasing he uses.
Now, how many times do you think he might have said that throughout their lives?
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
no, no.
think Anita and Vernon are as
It's just so political. We're going to
it
make this go
is.
away. It's very
Yes.
Chandra rhymes. I love it. I love
Yes.
it. I love it. I love it.
Make it go away. The word this is the downfall I've seen so far of the Dupree family. They are too prideful.
I mean, that'll get the best of us, wouldn't it? It's the easiest of the deadly sins to fall for. That and jealousy. And we get plenty of that on the show, too.
Yup.
Bill and Haley gives me updated Horton living room vibes. Says Chandra. Excuse me, Sandra. Chandra says the decor reminded me of the old school home interior items.
I remember home interior items.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't
You
know.
know what?
Hey,
When
Vita.
they're hard to find out there, and that when you're out there doing your thing, I'm out there finding sourcing, looking for stuff for my store. Home interior sells because there isn't really that home interiors. That's not something you can find anymore. It used to be like a party thing. You went to a home interior party.
Okay. Okay.
You can find that stuff, and man, it's a gold mine if you can find it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Hey,
never found any.
resell some of that home interior stuff if you can find it, or send it to my mom so she can do that. Tracy's Fractured History and More is here. Basilini is here. Hello, hello, Vita. Hello, Vita. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. It's getting full here in the country club.
I think Vernon and Anita's house is so pretty.
It is.
And I'm not a fan of green,
But
but
they make
man,
it
it
work.
looks great
They make it
there.
work. They make it work. Like, yeah,
It's
I
so
think
pretty.
green is not everybody's favorite color. Like there's a lot of people out there, of course, who love green, but there's also a lot of people out there that could just let it go. Green means good, green means go, but green is not my favorite. So to be able to make it work, especially can you you think about it, like you think of like the avocado green or a lime green or something when it comes to a home interior. So to be able to win back green.
Well, it's more like
No, I understand that it's not those.
beautiful.
Of course, it's not those. Of course, it's not those shades. But they won back green. It's like you think about say somebody is describing their house to you. You're like, oh, well, I've got a green wall, and then it's like a darker green over here. That's an accent. You're gonna think it looks like puke until you see it, and then it's beautiful,
yeah,
right? So they're winning back green is my whole point. All right,
yeah,
they're doing their work when it comes to bringing a new respect and honor to a color that has been left far behind.
yes, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I liked their house is just so pretty. And how many Duprees play the piano so far too?
All of them. Just all of them.
All
It's
of
just
them
what they
do,
did.
huh?
It's like they took piano lessons as
So
kids.
who did we saw Anita, and who else was playing the piano earlier? Somebody else. One of the grandkids, I think.
I don't remember. Chelsea, Naomi,
Yeah.
Jacob. I don't know. Chandra's impressed with the elevator. She's really impressed by the elevator. I would like an
Okay.
elevator in my house. That'd be great. I mean, I don't have anywhere to go. It would just take me up and out like in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But hey, I'll take it.
An elevator in the house.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Because then I can get an elevator like installed in the wall behind me, and then at 11 o'clock when we talk about General Hospital, I'll just come out of the elevator.
Well, that'd be kind of fun.
You know, it's not going to be ridiculously expensive for next to no reason. Chandra is going to call it Sage Green.
It is sagey green. Yes, it's
Ah,
really pretty. Sagey green.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes.
it's so pretty. And yeah, there's something else. That Dupree family is something else. There are a lot of them, for one thing. A lot of them.
While we're
But
talking, you know they want
grandkids.
yes, grandkids, great grandkids before you know it.
They don't seem there aren't any little Duprees, are there?
It doesn't seem like it's like at that time in your family where there are no babies, because that happens, right?
Yes.
We had a time in our family where there was no babies, and then there was babies galore.
Yeah.
Now we can't get rid of the babies. These babies coming out left and right. We have to block them from entering the house.
Well, actually, they do have Yes, there are. There are some great grandchildren.
Yeah.
Martin and
Yes.
Smitty have kids.
Yes, absolutely. Great
They have
grandkids.
not had them on screen yet.
No. They're already upstairs, which is why the show is so
And they're
comfortable.
teenagers.
Yeah, they're just upstairs doing their homework. They're gonna get involved in something. See, Fido is so excited about everything that we haven't seen yet, and
Yes.
the people we
He
haven't
couldn't-
met yet,
Things that he couldn't tell us.
any things that he couldn't tell us yet, and such. So what we have been introduced so far is just the beginning. It's only the tip of the iceberg. I think that they really launched it real hard when it came to the central characters. Your
Yeah.
Dupree family, your I'm going to refer to my notes a lot as I try to get all of these names correct because I am brand new, as all of you are, to the show, and I got to tell you,
Yeah, we've only watched it 10
a
times.
lot of y'all are like retired and stuff. I'm not, so bear with. Ted and his whole Leslie and Eva and Nicole and Laura getting run off the road, all that crazy
Yeah.
nonsense. So we're really establishing like who these like center focuses of our major stories are going to be. And as we finish off the month, because this is only 2 weeks old, as we get into the next week and the week after, because we're getting John Lindstrom in more detail next week. And he's not a main character, he's a supporting side character.
Yep.
We're
And
gonna
he's a bad guy.
We're gonna see more hospital stuff. We're gonna see more tension between like Andre and the two ladies.
Yeah.
You know, we got to prepare for that sort of stuff. And then there's family members that we don't even know outside of the main core people. You know, cousin Johnny, he's gonna come to town at some point. You know, he's gonna wreck something. And then
Sure.
there's people like we don't know too much about like Smitty. He comes from somewhere.
He comes from somewhere.
comes from
and
somewhere.
he and Martin have been together a long time.
Right. What sort of up and downs and problems have they overcome that are going to come and splash back into their faces? You know, like, you
Well,
know,
I don't think Martin is all that nice to Smitty, really.
maybe that's what it's
Very
going to be.
controlling.
Like, I'm tired of you being so controlling, Martin. Like,
He's
I'm
pretty
just tired of
controlling.
this. I don't know. I like so they're. I like them. They're fine, and I think it's great to have representation of a long-term couple that has kids and stuff when it comes to like gay things. From my understanding, because there's already criticism and commentary out there, of course, and people are saying that, well, since this is owned by Procter and Gamble, they're not going to do it justice. I think what we have is a struggling couple, not necessarily something the show isn't doing justice for.
No, I think they're in a rut.
You know, like they need something to as every couple goes through, right?
Exactly.
Like you got a couple of kids, they're teenagers now. You've been working hard on your careers, and you lost track of loving each other. And all you
And
need is a vacation.
What it appears right now, Smitty seems pretty unfulfilled. His life is pretty unfulfilled fulfilling for him right now because the kids are teenagers, so therefore they're not needy like they used to be. What they need is for everybody to leave them the heck alone, and they're spending all their time on social media and in their rooms.
Yeah.
So Smitty is bored to death.
Yeah, he's like a bored housewife. He needs some wine.
Exactly.
Chandra says that Martin is abusive. It reminds me of Cyrus and James from Scandal. Ooh, I don't think you saw much Scandal, Mom, but I know what the reference is. Cyrus Bean and James. Cyrus was the chief of staff for President Fitzgerald on Scandal. Fitzgerald Grant.
I never watched Scandal.
You'd probably like the first couple of seasons. I think it really fell apart at the end. And then James was the do-good reporter that Cyrus was married to. And of course, there was tension there because Cyrus was the chief of staff, married to this reporter who's going to tell the truth.
And then Smitty's trying to tell Martin, that his, how he feels. And I thought Martin was pretty dismissive.
Well, maybe they're not in just a little
Dismissive.
rut. Maybe they've just fallen off of their center entirely, and we're seeing the demise of this couple. What's it
Perhaps
gonna
we
do
are.
for the children? What's it gonna do? Del J says, to tell the truth, I'm still catching up with the episodes from last week, and I don't mind spoilers. Life happens, and there are only so many hours in a day. Well, thanks for the support, Del J, because I'm doing it. I have to remember that I'm supposed to podcast about this thing, so I gotta pay enough attention. Oh
Yeah,
my
Matthew's
gosh.
much busier than I am. He don't have time to go find a Danny hat like I did.
No, not at all. I didn't even put a jacket or a suit tie on or anything. I'm just in a loose t-shirt.
And let me tell you what even is more fabulous about this hat. It costs $1.25.
Well, you're looking elegant on a budget, and nobody can do it like you, Ma. Nobody can do it like you. I think that Smitty really wants to return to the work life and not be a stay-at-home dad, says Del J.
Because those youngins don't need him like they used to. He's not running. He's not being room dad. He ain't going on no field trips.
Right,
No.
that part is over, Martin. I can go back to work now. I don't have to raise the kids in as much attention as I used to.
Yeah.
No, you stay home and be my trophy husband. I expect you to be home when I come home, and so you're gonna be home.
And you know what? That doesn't really make a whole lot of. Well, of course, people they don't necessarily mimic the example they're given. But, his dad, Ted, he seemed to be a pretty good husband. So he was probably a pretty good example.
That maybe he's not a chip off the old block.
Yeah.
Maybe he's worse.
And Nicole always had a career. She wasn't a stay-at-home mom.
Well,
Why is Martin so controlling like that?
I don't know, mate. What then? I mean, if Ted's not such a good guy, what's Leslie's big problem?
Um,
I mean, ignoring his daughter. Oh, get
I'm
over
not
it.
even clear. I'm not clear.
I don't think we are clear.
I'm not clear that Ted even knows about Eva.
I'm not even sure that Ted is Eva's dad.
I'm not sure either. But I am sure about one thing, though. I'm sure about this. Mm-hmm. Well, Leslie has made a big mistake already with her daughter. Mm-hmm. She didn't tell her daughter that she ran Laura off the road.
No, she should have.
And she should have.
And if there's one thing that we are always in soap operas, and that's honest, okay? We tell our closest family members our biggest mistakes to avoid a giant fallout in the future. This is what we do. This is a soap law violation, Leslie. How dare you? Do you think it's funny that Leslie ran Laura off the road? Like the names, Leslie ran Laura off the road. Do you think that's fun?
That is kind of fun.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Little blast from fun.
Yeah, she ran her off the road, and she didn't. You know what? That Leslie, she's something else because she didn't know that. Okay, Laura broke her leg, but she didn't know that she wasn't going to die.
No.
She didn't know.
I mean, if she had her choice, she might have just said, "Hey, can you make sure that she doesn't make it, doctor? Can you sever an artery for me?
Yeah.
Just say
And
that it just
then
got out of
Eva can
control."
stay. Then Eva doesn't have to actually ever leave because Laura's never going to recover and come back to work.
Right. I mean, geez, man, like, what's
know
really, yeah.
This is what's going to happen to Leslie. It's going to take a little time, but she's not going to get her big revenge. She's going to lose her daughter to the Duprees.
Yeah, because, what's his name? Well, I mean, so already by the end of the week, Ted had already been like, about that father that you never knew, and like we're already warming up the I'm gonna step into the dad role. So you're totally right that
Yeah.
there's gonna be an issue.
Yeah, and Eva doesn't want to like Ted and doesn't want to like Nicole, but she does.
But she does because they're likable
But what
people.
she does, the things that she doesn't like is she don't like her half sister Cat. She don't like her in
I
one bit.
mean, I'm not sure a cat likes anybody.
Cat likes herself.
I,
Cat
I
likes
mean,
herself like that.
do you behave like that and still like yourself?
I don't know if you think you're justified, and she does think she's
Yeah, I mean,
justified.
she's just
And
the
I loved it.
worst.
I loved it, and I got my answer right away. I said, "Oh, this little girl, her better name better be Catherine," and it is. Her name is Catherine
Hey,
Richardson
hey,
because her mama told her, called her that, called her full name.
yeah, yes, Catherine Richardson.
Yes,
Uh, Del J says that Leslie is a fun narcissist. She's cray cray.
yes, she is.
I wonder if Eva is really her daughter or Ted's daughter. I think that Leslie has come up with something that isn't the truth, to a point in which she started to convince herself that it is the truth.
Does it seem weird that that the story they're spinning that they're choosing to use the word surrogate? It just seemed weird to me. A surrogate grows inside you.
I mean,
Doesn't just take over.
right. You're somebody. I mean, the surrogate is somebody that cares for another person.
Right. And she refers to Leslie as her surrogate mother. Then when her mother died,
Oh, I don't know. I
that's a
don't.
story they're spinning. That's a story they're spinning.
I don't know. Maybe the chat can
Leslie,
clear
her
it up some.
surrogate mother. I
Maybe
just found it odd that that was the word they chose.
I mean, maybe it's got a different, like an older timey connotation.
Maybe.
Separate, second. The one that isn't my birth, the one that it didn't provide the genetic material, but I still see as a mother that's important. I don't know. Maybe the chat can help figure that out.
Just found it interesting.
I'm also, Rochelle says, I'm also loving Eva and Kat's back and forth, just sniping at each other. I can't wait until it's
Oh,
revealed that they're sisters.
I know it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. But I think that she's going to wind up I think she's going to wind up not being on her mama's side.
No, yeah,
She is right now.
well, she's gonna find out about the Leslie thing and then other stuff that you've done, Mom, really. And she's gonna find all sorts of good reasons, good, money, love, attention, a lifestyle that I haven't had, all of these dreams coming true with my father. Yeah, it's gonna be very, very, very attractive and very appealing to her, and it's gonna be nothing but drama for Leslie. And she's gonna get worse. She's gonna lash out in ways that's gonna be destructive and damaging emotionally to everybody.
Oh, yeah. I think she's already started.
I mean, she's already running people off the road.
Hmm.
Breaking legs and breaking hearts is what Leslie has planned for Beyond the Gates. Leslie and Ted may have history, but I think Eva's parentage is still up in the air, says Del J. Kaiwan's here. Kaiwan says, I think I have a theory that she's kidnapped. But I think that's the wife. The guy is married to the skin. Woman is the real daughter. It fell apart there at the end, but somebody was kidnapped. Maybe Leslie kidnapped Eva
And stole her.
and stole her away.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything
Wow.
can happen on the show right now. Like, honestly, anything can happen.
Yeah.
We could find out that they're aliens. Like, wouldn't that be something?
Silly. 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 And the cat is, gosh, she's just nasty to her, isn't she?
She is nasty, and it's fun because some of these characters really fall into a strong soap trope, and Kat is one of them. Just the unnecessarily mean one.
Yeah, she mean.
Mean.
Yeah,
Hang
she
out with
mean
my
to
son
her.
Elvis.
But at the same time, Kat is intuitive. She knows something's awry. You don't know what it is, but she knows something.
Yeah, this seems weird that Leslie suddenly got run off the road and suddenly now you're here. This just
Laura.
seems fishy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Laura. This seems
And
fishy.
the fact that she caught her on her mama's computer twice.
Well, I mean, that's also more than anything extremely suspicious. So,
Right.
oh, I'm just no, there is no I'm just get out. I'm glad someone else questioned the idea of a surrogate. Seems odd, says Sandra. Well, there you go, Ma. Del J says that Ted seems too good to be true from the episodes that they've watched,
I agree.
but he loves his
Actually, I think
love
they
for
all
Nicole.
seem a little too good to be true a little bit.
Well, we're all seeing the faces that we put on, the masks we wear, before they all get pulled off when we really find out the depths of these people.
Oh, another thing that I noticed is what's up with all this inappropriate public kissing in the hospital?
What do you mean inappropriate?
But they just kiss so long. I mean, okay, if you, Matt,
Uh-huh.
worked with your father at companies in the past.
Yes, yes, you have.
The last thing we did in front of our coworkers was smooch on each other.
Well, I would contest
We
that
didn't do that.
I would contest that you and Dad were not living in a soap opera.
No, but it seems like they're very, very smoochy in their workplace.
They're Mama. This is the most lovingest show that's on TV.
I know.
Like everybody's just all the time,
I know.
just left and right, up and down, upside down,
I tell you, who wants to
backwards.
be left and right and up and down all the time is that friend Vanessa. She's a nympho.
Yeah, she can't.
She's a nympho, you guys.
She can't handle herself. No, she's an addict, is what we call it in 2025.
Okay,
She's addicted to loving,
she is.
and it doesn't matter if you're Diego, the personal trainer. It doesn't matter if you are Roger the waiter.
I know. She got hot pants. That one does big time.
My pants are just too tight.
And
she needs a
her
pill.
husband has got some kind of a gambling issue,
So I maybe they're just
and he's probably boring to her.
they're majorly enabling each other, I guess, because he's too distracted by gambling to notice her antics, and she wants him to gamble so she can have antics, I guess.
It seems that way.
You know, it's not good. It's not
No,
good.
it's not.
He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose his shirt, Mom.
He's gonna lose his shirt.
He's gonna come home without a shirt one day, and she's gonna be like, "What, Doug? Where's your shirt, Doug?
Yeah.
We can't be seen like this."
Well, yeah. You know, I don't know. What's John's name on the show, babe?
I don't remember.
Well, I know, all I know is, we were talking about John Lindstrom, you guys, okay? The gambling guy that he was in the car with.
Yeah,
Well, we don't remember. I don't know his name.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Said his name.
Joey
Anyway,
Armstrong. I'm Joey Armstrong.
Yeah, well, that's a good name for that character. All I know is if you have to, I see some Ryan. I don't see no Kevin.
Oh no! He's villainous.
He's going to be a bad guy.
He's a villainous manipulator out to get all of the money.
Yep.
That guy's money, and then who else's money can you lead me to? Everybody, come to my casino. Mm-hmm. Try your luck at the roulette table.
Yep.
I feel like
Doug was so relieved that his debt was gone. He just jumped right into that bad idea. Didn't he?
He's not good at making good choices. You know,
No.
like if you were to make a good choice, I think that Doug is gonna not pick that one when it comes down to it. So, yeah, only more trouble. And it's going to cause him to do stuff. He's going to have to lie. He's going to have to cheat. He's going to have to steal in some way.
He's going to go in the circle of hide, lie, and deny. Hide, lie, and deny.
Right.
That
And
big
then
circle.
and then it's going to blow up in Vanessa's face. And she's going to be angry because now she can't sell that one mansion.
Right.
You know? And now she can't shtup the guy that's going to buy the mansion. You know?
Yeah.
Especially,
Yeah.
you know, oh, we're alone in this house. Whatever shall we do?
I know.
Oh, how are we going to pass this time until people show up?
And the fact that she's a real estate agent is kind of perfect.
Right? 'Cause it's always going to have a location. But that makes
Yeah.
you wonder, though, what is your real estate agent up to? All those empty houses with keys and knows the codes. Like, the things that real estate people can get away with, whether it be an illicit affair, they could be murderers. I mean,
No.
Danny's ready to be a murderer.
Well, Danny thought about it, didn't she?
She thought about it real hard.
Yeah, she did.
She thought about it
No, Haley
real
was
hard.
kind of brave that day, too. Haley was a little bit brave, and she actually stepped in front of Bill.
Well, You
You know,
know, I guess if you're in that sort of confrontation, you got to push
and the
it to, you got
and
to
the
push
and the
it.
and the fact that Bill did not even like move. He like, oh yeah, yeah, go ahead and block the bullets for me,
I
babe.
mean,
What
well,
the heck?
I don't
You
think
know
Bill is
why?
necessarily someone that we should be respecting.
No, Bill's a bad guy. Bill is a bad guy,
Yeah.
and now he got the PTSD.
He is definitely not handling things well. That's for
No,
sure.
he's
I feel
he's
like
kind of freaked out, isn't he?
yes. I feel like Bill is the true villain.
Hmm.
I feel like Danny's been pushed very far with things that we haven't seen yet. Like, I don't think that picking up a gun is her first choice.
No, no, her first choice was for him to come home.
Yeah, because she wanted that.
Yeah.
But I
And
think
even after that fiasco, she still went and begged him to come home.
because she is the diary of a mad black woman. I don't know why she just wants him real bad because
She,
he's the bad guy.
yeah,
He's the she just I can't justify it, Ma. I just
I do,
can't.
I do understand. Danny's being so heartbroken and so angry. She's
But to
angry as
beg
all get
him
out.
back
I
though, that's
completely understand that.
the begging back part though is what
Begging
I
back part
can't.
was icky.
I can't justify that. I can't come up with a good reason
No,
for that other than just extreme emotionality. So, but Bill is
but
the bad guy.
Bill's bad guy.
Danny is the victim,
Hmm.
and I think Haley is more sympathetic than we are led to believe right now.
I think that Haley actually does believe that I didn't set out to do this.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
loved you all.
I
I
think
didn't
that
set out
she's
to do
been
this.
genuine.
Yeah, it does appear that way that
Hmm.
she's well, her right now her biggest sin is being dumb and young
Right.
and dumb.
I think we're supposed to hate Bill. We're supposed to understand Danny, and we're supposed to feel sorry for Haley.
Hmm.
I think that's what we're going for. So I'm going to keep watching
It's
Haley
working
because,
on me.
yeah, I'm going to keep watching Haley because I think there's a potential for a lot of really interesting ground to be covered in Haley's position when it comes to sympathy and the choices that you've been making and have made, and where you can grow and what you can become from here. Because she used to be such close friends and such well loved with everybody up until this thing, and that's something that she could achieve again.
Haley was um Naomi's best friend.
Yeah.
She's going over there for sleepovers. She's got a place set at the table. Danny kind of mothered her.
Yeah. I mean, that
You
totally
know,
explains. This is what you did to Naomi. Like you were her best friend. You were like a daughter to me, and then you totally broke up her family.
yeah. But Bill,
Let it happen.
that just didn't happen
Yeah, no,
with
Bill.
Bill.
No, here's the thing. Haley's so much younger that Bill had to have either inspired it or did not appropriately tell her to back off.
Right.
So Bill is a huge instigator in this.
Bill is a douchebag right now.
Yeah. Well, Del J agrees that Haley has some sympathetic characteristics, but it's still kind of a wait and see. Haley is Danny's daughter. I don't think that's the case.
No.
No.
Naomi and Chelsea are
Naomi,
Danny's
yeah,
daughters.
yeah. Those are the ones. Bill brought that scene on himself, says Keita, since he forced them to attend the wedding.
Right.
Yeah, he did. He did really force the matter last week, didn't he?
He did. He made Vernon tell everybody to go.
And then they all dressed up like they were going to a funeral.
Yes, they all did. Danny had this hat on that day.
And a gun in the hat box.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yep. Yep.
classic
Yep.
soap style. Classic soap style. I mean, Dynasty, right? Dynasty galore.
Dynasty.
Especially that wedding setup.
Yes.
From the clothing to the events to where the gun was put. Dynasty.
Dynasty. I love it.
Dynasty.
I love it. I was a big Dynasty watcher. I didn't really watch Dallas. I was not a Dallas person, but I watched every episode of Dynasty. Yes,
God, you loved
it's
it.
very reminiscent. Very. I love it.
Danny was young when Bill got with her, confirms Keita. So, I don't want to use the G word because it's overused and it's taken the impact away from true grooming. I'll just use it. But he's somebody that did not say no. He did not allow this young new hot thing to cool her jets.
No. And and Danny said she was only 19 years old when she met Bill and stopped her career and everything to be his arm candy and to be a housewife for him.
That's
of course
why.
in that and get to live in her parents' neighborhood, and her parents helped Bill a lot with his law case. With his law firm.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was a lot of reason for Bill to not say no. Look at the hot young thing. Look at the opportunity that her parents can give me. I kind of rode the wave of Danny long enough. We got a couple of great kids. Maybe the next chapter of my life doesn't resemble my previous one.
Yeah, and
Ooh,
then
what a jerk.
I think he's Bill maybe had a little bit of a midlife, and he looked for another young girl.
I wonder how many other people he may have met along the way.
Right.
I don't know. All I know.
Maybe Ted ain't Eva's daddy. It's Bill.
Oh God. All I know is that Danny has found solace with Andre, and good God, is she confusing that poor young man.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't stop.
Right?
Don't stop.
It's wild. It is just like maybe I can't explain it because I still need to know who these people are better. I really need to continue to climb into their psyches to find out what it is that their motivations are. Is it fun for her? I don't know.
I was a little surprised when Danny jumped on Andre the first time. I was a little surprised because if she's so tore up about her marriage falling apart and stuff and just begged that guy to come home, I just didn't think that she would be,
I guess she still has needs.
tearing her body that quickly.
She just still has needs. Oh my goodness. But poor on, because he's like, okay, so yeah, this was a one night stand. Oh, it wasn't. Okay, great. So I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Oh, you don't want me here? Maybe I'm just gonna go hang out at the hospital
and maybe deliver a baby with Ashley.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the hospital for a little while and deliver a baby and have a moment with her that's gonna eventually break your heart, Danny. Sorry, but you played too long.
Yeah, and Derek, your heart's gonna be broken too. See you, fella.
Yeah. Well, I mean, goodness gracious, she brought a new life into this world, Mother.
She did.
She brought a whole new life into this world in an elevator.
In the elevator.
You only get that on daytime TV in Grey's Anatomy.
Cool as a cucumber.
Just doing it. Doing her nursely duties.
Absolutely. She did exactly. And she said it so many times. I did what anyone would do.
Exactly. But not. I don't think I would have done that. But she did what anyone would do in that situation. And she made sure that this new life was miraculously birthed into this world in an elevator. No, there's no antiseptic, Ma. There was no blanket. There was no epidural. There wasn't even a doctor.
Well, she did make Andre take his coat off.
That's not a blanket.
No, it's not. And it's also not sterile.
No antiseptic, like I said. So that baby has an infection. We know this. But it's going to be okay because Ashley was on the case.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point. She's that dang good, and Derek needs to recognize this and understand that and give her 15 minutes to birth a baby. And then they can go to TGI Fridays and get their potato skins.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad that you agree with me and that the destination was TGI Fridays.
One of those, Oreo shakes.
Ooh, or what's the way with the onion? Is that Applebee's?
The Bloomin' Onion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that or is that Chili's?
No, that's neither one of those places. Huh?
I don't know where that is then.
I forgot the name of it.
Oh, well. Anyway. They don't serve it here at the Fairmont Crest Country Club, let me tell you that. No bloomin' onions.
No,
we'll get you bloomin' caviar.
So fancy.
Champagne tales and caviar dreams or whatever. Bill was a philanderer all through their marriage, says Del J. So there you go, confirmed by Del J. He was a philanderer. And maybe Danny did her own philandering too.
Maybe, but Danny did state though that the time she knew about his affairs, but she cast a blind eye.
Outback Steakhouse.
There you go, Outback. She knew about Bill's infidelities, and she ignored them. She looked past them because of her. She just did. But when this happened, and he used to be more of a, like, I got the impression that he was like one of those cheaters that, did that stuff out of town or whatever.
Yeah.
He never rubbed it in her face.
Right.
And now with Haley, he was rubbing it in her face hard.
Well,
and I don't understand since, they said you could go live in any gated community you want. Why does it have to be here? Where I have to drive by your nasty ass every day?
Because that's where Bill lives.
Right.
Because he doesn't care. He doesn't give a crap.
Doesn't care. And in fact, for whatever reason, he wants to punish her too. For what?
Because he's a badass.
Because he's just a
He's a jerk. He's a jerk, Ma. Sometimes some of these sober villains just don't have a reason to be what they are. They just are.
Eventually, if he's not careful, maybe not Danny, but somebody's going to pew-pew him.
Well, I mean, remember, this is still a daytime soap opera, and it is soaping, Mother. It is soaping. It's like we started in the sweeps week.
Yeah, I have to wipe off the screen for the suds, I tell you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just bubbling straight out of the screen. There's nothing that we can do. It's like putting dishwasher soap in a fountain. Uncontrollable.
Yes.
Absolute uncontrollable calamity.
That happens so many times at one particular shopping mall and one particular outdoor shopping area in Fremont. It happens so many times that just drained the fountain.
You kids in the 70s.
Right?
Like,
just in the
70s. If you had the internet, that stuff wouldn't happen, and we'd still have a fountain. But instead, you had to do something with your time.
They said it was costing so much money in repairs from us rotten kids. They just drained that thing.
You're ruining things for everybody.
Yeah.
And admitting it live on YouTube. I don't know.
I never did it.
I don't know if there's a statute of limitations for soap in a fountain. You could still be liable for punishment. Don't try to spin it now, Vernon. Okay.
Vernon.
Rochelle says, I know that Bill is a bad ass, but he's so lovely to look at. I don't know, Ma. Who do you think's the prettiest one?
Who do I think is the prettiest one on there so far? Well, two, actually.
All right.
Vernon's old man sexy.
Okay.
He is. Mm-hmm. And I think Andre is looking kind of hot.
Andre is the most attractive male cast member, in my opinion.
Pretty hot.
Now, everybody has their own opinion, all right? Our opinion isn't your opinion, nor is it facts. It's just what we think.
Yeah, and everybody has their own.
And everybody has their own. But yeah, Andre is definitely the most attractive member of the male cast. The ladies, they're also beautiful. It's hard for me to pick because I don't have a vested interest like that. And so they're just all so darn pretty.
I think Chelsea is just absolutely stunning. And when she did the model shoot,
yes,
and had the thing on her, she's so beautiful.
They really know how to make these people look just the most gorgeous they can. Like every single minute, nobody's frumpy until we find out who's the plumber of Fairmont Crest. When he shows up in his overalls, everybody's gonna look just absolutely flippin' gorgeous.
Yep.
Super gorgeous.
Super gorgeous.
Chandra has a list. Bill, then Ted, then Andre. Bill, then Ted. Bill S. Preston Esquire and Ted Theodore Logan. Everybody, time travelers.
That's funny.
No, so Bill, Ted, and Andre.
And Andre.
Jeannie finds Andre to be the top. Del J says there's no denying it. He's so lovely to look at. And there's so many pretties on the show. So, hey, look at that. Congratulations, Andre. You've won the poll.
Yep.
You won the poll. All right. Let me pick a random note here. Ashley had a baby. Ashley delivered a baby. Yes, yes, we talked about that. Cat's so mean. Jacob feels like a bad cop. Jacob's an attractive man too.
Who's Jacob? I don't remember.
He's a cop, right? Isn't
He's
he?
the cop. Okay, okay, okay. So he's Naomi's husband.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly it. I
Yes,
have that
and
written
he
down
felt
here.
so bad for not. He
He
felt.
didn't. He felt like he should have done something. Like he
Yes.
should have arrested Danny or been the person standing and did a hostage negotiation. He should have done something,
Something, but he just stood
but he
there,
didn't.
shocked like everybody else.
Well, I mean, it's also his mother-in-law, so what are you gonna do? Tackle her?
Exactly.
Del J says, "Sorry, but all the main character men are just so gorgeous.
They
You
are.
can't pick. Del J just can't pick." Excuse me. So I mean, does this mean? I don't know what this. I don't know because I'm always looking for like, what does this mean for the story? What is this launching? Where is this gonna go from here? Because right now you have to spend time doing things that are important. Like you don't have time to waste.
No.
So why are we putting these words in these characters' mouths right now? It's got to mean something. It's got to matter. It's got to lead somewhere. So I'm curious. Is he going to leave the force? Is he gonna have problems with Naomi? Naomi? I don't know, Ma. I don't know what the future holds for these characters yet. It's hard to predict, right?
It is.
It is. It is. I just know that there's so much that there's so much that we learn about soap opera characters during their time on the show. So much that we learn about their past, their thoughts, their feelings, and what it is that they are doing now and the secrets that they have been holding. That every single one of these members of this cast, every single character that we've met so far is 100% guaranteed to have some sort of life-altering secret. And over the course of time, we're going to learn what those are.
We are.
And it's such an interesting place to be in because I didn't watch the premiere of Passions. I'm
I've
not,
never watched the premiere of it. Well, not in, of course, going back and looking at
right,
something, I've watched the first episode, but I've never watched any soap opera from the very first telecast on
right,
like
right.
we're able to do
And
here.
so it's an interesting position to be in, because
Yes.
every door and every window and everything is open to possibility. And when you're watching a show like Days of Our Lives or General Hospital, which already has like established ways of doing things or character choices that have been made time and time again, you can kind of predict where things are going. You can see the writing on the wall. You can see that Emma's coming back to town, but oh, she's got a bit of a chip on her shoulder. She's got a little attitude. Hey, this is where this is going to go from here. Without without a bunch of history for Beyond the Gates, we have literally nothing to base any sort of guess on.
No, no,
And it's exciting.
it is.
You
You
know?
can't. Yeah, it's so new that it cannot be predictable at all.
And you can't miss an episode either.
No,
You just can't miss it. You just can't miss it. You got to watch it.
I'm enjoying it.
I am. I'm enjoying it too. I'm going to keep watching it. We'll keep podcasting for now.
Yep.
Going to like the video and subscribe to the channel to really keep us encouraged. Because we're gonna keep watching. We're gonna be great. We're gonna talk to Fido, and we're gonna get Fido to tell us all of the secrets. And then when we tell you what the secrets are, you have to pretend like it's not obvious where we learned them from.
Yeah, we'll have to use the clicky pin on you.
So like the video, subscribe to the channel if you had a great time. We're as we learn more about these characters and as we get deeper into the plot, we'll be able to just really have a wonderful time talking about it like we did today.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, and it's just going to get deeper. It's going to get better. We're going to have more thoughts, more feelings, a lot more to say about it all. A lot
More
more.
things are going, and every day new things are going to be revealed.
Yes, it's can't
Woo!
miss television right now.
Right.
So don't miss
Right.
it, and then don't miss us every Sunday as well at 1:30
miss us.
talking about it.
Because, there'll be a new code for the gate. So you
Yes,
better
I know. We change it every week, so you got to come early and pay attention so you can actually get beyond the gates, so we can unlock
Yes.
them, so we can unlock beyond the gates
Yes.
and get inside and get into the skinny. So, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you had a good time. If you're a soap opera fan, this is the place to be.
Yeah.
We covered 3 shows: Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, and Beyond the Gates. So hopefully you had a good time with this introductory first real talk about Beyond the Gates. And I can only, I'm so excited for what the future holds.
Me too.
So next week we'll be back with all of the information that we learned, the secrets that are revealed, the twists, the turns, the dramatic choices along the way.
What else is Vernon gonna make go away?
Go away. Who else will Leslie run off of the road for Eva's future? Will we find out that Ted is actually the father of Eva? Will we find out that Ted is actually the uncle of Eva?
Who knows?
Will we find out that Eva and Kat are actually indeed twins?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And how? Nicole is not going to be happy about any of this. Nicole's not gonna be happy.
Well, I'm glad that everybody had a great time. Del J, Rochelle, Chandra, Jeannie, and more. Come on back next week. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can be reminded and get a notification on your phone when we go live all 3 times in the morning, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 1:30 p.m. Pacific time.
Yep. We'll be here. We hope you will too.
Don't let the gates hit you on the butt on the way out. I've been Matt.
I've been Kat.
I'll come up with something a lot more pleasant next time. Goodbye.
I liked it. Later, guys.